So here's a question to everyone. How do we usually tend to connect with people? Do you have any good method to connect with others or build better relationships? Because for me, as a high school student, it is sometimes hard to just be myself and then be confident with who I am. But recently, I had a really interesting experience that helped me give me those answers for these questions. There are many doors for us to connect with people, but personally I believe that each door that we go through is an opportunity to connect with others. So here's my story of what it means to connect with people. Truth be told, this is my first year to join an international school, and then before that, I was in Japanese school for half of my education. And I am not saying that I'm great at making friends or build a better relationship with others. Yet, in my old school, I was the president of my class, club, and then I thought my school life was pretty enriched. And that made me think to associate with people is not that hard, even the people who have different nationalities, identities, or the personalities. But from my first day of my new school, which is NIS, I found out I was wrong. Because firstly, I needed to get over the language barrier, but at the same time, I wanted to make the right friends and a good relationship with the teachers, which is a definition of the high school, but it was just really hard. For example, during the class or talking with my friend, I could only understand 45% of what they were saying. And at that time, I felt I isolated from others, and I also felt I was so stupid, and because of the language problem. And then I always asking myself, what if the things that I am studying were all in Japanese? Could I get better grades or better relationships? But at the same time, I needed to convince myself and said, I can't easily give up on myself because I made this decision to go to an international school, so I needed to take responsibility about what I said. Therefore, I did my best during the sports, school activities, including TED Talk, to be more comfortable with my situation, which helped me a lot because through those school activities, my English has started to improve, and it really helped me to make connection with people. And through talking with my friend, it helped me to realize how big the world is, and it was really enjoyable to talk, hear, or to see the people who have different values. And through my new school life, I have learned to appreciate the people around me and then the environment that I have. And that also made me to think I want to make some sort of contribution to my community to show my appreciation. And that is a time when I decided my topic for my personal project. Okay, so what is personal project? Personal project is a project that gives you an opportunity to find out what you are interested in or based on your personal interest to increase your knowledge. And I used this opportunity to hold an event in one of the orphanages in Nagoya. And I did this because of the two reasons. And then first, I lived in Beijing, China for 5 years before, so I understand how amazing the languages and the cultures are. And I personally believe that through language as a tool, we can connect with people. Second, I have been involved with one of the organizations in Nagoya, and then this organization has the aim of spending time with the children living in Nagoya area, which is like orphans. And I continue to visit one of the orphanages to teach them English grammar from students grade 3 to grade 9 to prepare for their school exam every month. And my event was called Global Culture Through Breakfast. And then my goal for this event was to bring together people from Canada, Germany, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, and Brazil to organize a food festival that celebrates each other's culture. And I really hoped this opportunity will work to the orphans, because I was also in Japanese school, so I understand that we study English almost every single day, but we don't really have that opportunity to actually use our English to communicate with someone or to just connect with someone that has different values. So I really hope that opportunity will be really good experience for the orphans. And as an organizer, I learned a lot from them. I learned a lot from the orphans, because can you guys believe the people who mostly couldn't speak like common language kept talking for 2 hours? Like, for me, I think that's amazing, and then I hope everyone felt that in the same way. But for example, after the event, one of the girls came up to me and said she was so nervous at first because of the language problem with the volunteers. However, after 10 minutes, she found the same interest with the volunteers, and their conversation became richer and then more interesting. And then when I heard the feedback from her, I was astonished, because she was the most quietest girl in that room. And at that time, I felt, oh, I opened a new door for myself, and I finally understood the definition of connect. Connecting with people, especially the people who have different values, is hard. However, when I saw the smiling faces from the orphans, I realized that, oh, maybe the language, it really doesn't matter, or person's nationality or identity, because to connect with people, the most important thing is just be yourself and then be confident with who we are. Like, sometimes it is true that to move one step forward is a big step. Yet, if you actually can open even one new door for yourself, I'm sure that we can make some sort of difference in our lives and in the life of others. Because I feel a fulfilling life includes a lot of challenges, but please remember, we're the drivers of our destiny. And one thing I always keep in mind is, be the change that you want to see in the world. Thank you.